Hey everybody, it's Miro Jones back with a new Man Law video, and man, is this one a doozy. Check your bitch. I want to start by saying that I got a portable hard drive. I was able to back up a lot of my videos, a lot of ones that I figured would be taken on my YouTube, and I still haven't figured out whether I'm going to start putting videos on Patreon. I want to see what happens with this whole debacle with YouTube. Um, so far, none of my videos have been removed. I have had several videos, or many videos, demonetized, and which I will personally demonetize this video because of its nature. But so far, everything seems, nothing's gone, nothing's fallen apart as of yet. But at least I got a backup plan in case something does happen. Check your bitch. Now, I want to do this. I'm doing this video because of an incident that happened last week. So last week I was at work at my night job. First the night went sour when we found out that one of our friends who worked close by to us died. Uh, my heart goes out to his family, his friends, his loved ones. Um, and it was harder on my coworker because he knew him for several years. They were actually best friends, and so he was having to deal with that throughout the rest of the night. I almost wanted to have him just chill out in the back just so he can mourn. So he had to be bothered with the stress of work, but he said no, he can keep working tonight. And I commend him for that. The night got worse we had a lot of people coming in ordering things, and four people came in. There's three guys. There's one chick who was the mentioned aforementioned bitch for this video. And now, first of all, I want to say this: I don't believe all women are bitches. I don't. I don't use that word I hardly ever use that word. But in this case, it's fitting. It's an appropriate label for her behavior. She was pretty loud when she came in. She was kind of loud when she was making her order. The guys that were with her, I believe one of them was her boyfriend, and I'll talk about him in a minute. They were all cool. It took me a while to get this stuff ready, but I had to keep going back and forth behind in the kitchen to get this stuff straightened up and get the orders right. I got her order right as well. Well, she complained that she didn't get something. There's something something that she wanted that she didn't get. The thing is, she didn't pay for it. I didn't feel any which way about I didn't feel sour about it. And I was in the back just getting taking care of some things because we had to close up in a while. She got loud with my coworker who already was having a good night, and she was insulting him, and I believe he said something to the effect of, you need to check your bitch. Which I didn't hear that, but I remember he said, he explained that to me after when the situation blew over. So I came out and I said, listen, you got to leave. And she said, not what she paid for, and she tried to take money out of our tip jar. And I said, give me that. I said, don't do that. And I took the jar out of her hand. I think she grabbed $1 out of it. And then I went to the front. She was still cursing us out. So I went to the front door. I locked the front door because I didn't want her leaving with any more of our stuff. She thought she was going to just leave easily. She ran to the door, kind of buzzed me out the way, shoved me out the way, and then she hit me in the face. And the crazy thing is, I laughed. I stood back and laughed because I can't believe I can't believe I'm 6'2". She's like 5'5", maybe even shorter than that. Getting in my face for something she was wrong for. Anyway, and this is where things went. This is where things went completely south. Her boyfriend showed how spineless he was by getting at me for not basically not getting her order right. And he said, get her order right. I said, she didn't pay for it. Now, let's say I was in the wrong. The whole thing could have been settled by going back to her receipt, looking at what I remember, what I knew I gave to her. If there's anything missing from it, then I would own up to it like a man and say, I apologize. Let me go ahead and get what was missing from her order. And the whole thing can be settled like that. But no, you want to get in my face because she was in the wrong, and not check her on it. And so then my coworker had to come from behind the counter because he said, "There's no way that I'm going to get jumped by him and two of his homeboys." So he came from behind the counter, and he said, you're not going to get in his face." And then he wanted to turn his attention to my coworker, and I said, "Oh great." And my coworker, he's pretty calm. He was pretty cool as he could be because he was still, still very upset, and this is not making anything easier for him. So I got between the two of them, which was risky, which was risky on my part because the guy could have had a knife, gun, whatever, But I knew that I didn't want anything happening to him. So I chose to lead my coworker away. Listen, don't get in, listen. You got stuff. You got a lot of stuff going for you right now. You don't have to get involved in this. Let's just get back behind the counter and leave it at that. I just knew if we get back behind the counter, we were okay. Let's put it like that. And they were still cussing us out. She said, your minimum wage, motherfucker, or something like that. He said, he said something. We could take this outside, we fight. Put down my mom. I was like, and when he said I put down my mom, I knew that this guy was, was spineless. And my coworker called him a pussy because he acted like one, simply because she was in the wrong, his girl was in the wrong, and he didn't check her on it. He didn't put his foot down. He didn't say, "Hold up, you're not gonna act a fool, embarrassing me. I don't care. I don't care what time it is. I don't care if it's 2:30 in the morning. You're not gonna embarrass me in front of these people. We're gonna sell it we're gonna figure out what's missing from the order, and resolve the situation." But no, let his feelings get in the way, get ahead of his better judgment, and he wanted to get violent with us. Fortunately, it didn't go that route. They left. Do all kinds of trash talk. We both called the guy a poor bastard. My coworker called him a poor dumb bastard. He said that girl's gonna get him. That chick's gonna get him killed one day. I said pretty much because he's gonna get up on the wrong person who's not gonna take his mess. I'm doing this video because I believe that guy. I think it's fair to assume he grew up in a single mother household. To stick up for a bitch like that when she was wrong, and not only just wrong, but loud about it, and then also, verbally abusive and physically abusive towards me about it, and not check her on it. Yeah, he was spineless. Simple as that. And I think that's a bad. It looks bad. It looks bad on us. Now, of course, not all women are like that. But if you recognize that whoever you're with, whether it be someone you're in a relationship with, which I would advise against being in a relationship with anyone of that caliber. But if you have to be in a relationship with someone like that, and they have their attitude, they have their feelings may get ahead of them at times. Best thing you can do is pull them aside and say, "Hold, listen, you're not going to act this way. You're not going to embarrass me in front of my friends, in front of these people who I'm doing business with. I'm going to take care of this." And that would be the more civil, more gentlemanly thing to do. No, we're dealing with someone who obviously who lacked masculinity to the point of it could have cost him his life, it could have cost him his freedom, and the whole situation could have gone haywire. But I had to step in, and I was more concerned with my coworker, like I said before. I wanted to get him behind the counter, get us both behind the counter, and then so things would be easier on us. He failed to check his bitch, and that could have cost him dearly. He failed to resolve the matter in a way that was reasonable, in a way that was civil. Instead, he mimicked her bad behavior, with adding some muscle to the mix. And a lot of guys have gotten killed for stuff like that. A lot of conflicts have gotten out of control because a simple disagreement, got physical because a guy felt like he had to defend his woman, which he wasn't really defending much, from his behavior, from her behavior. I want to say thank you to the women out there who see this video and who are not like that. Who don't embarrass their men, who don't embarrass their friends that acting in such a way that will require them to be removed from a building. Kudos to you gals out there, but I had to do this video because I care about men, and I care about manhood. I care about masculinity. I care about fatherhood, and I don't want that kind of behavior to lead. I don't want that kind of negative behavior from a bitch to lead a man down the wrong path to where he may wind up, either in prison or in the grave. And so I think it behooves all men to recognize these kind of characteristics, and learn how to manage them to where you de-escalate the situation. Yeah, you may get denied some things, and she may withhold, want to withhold attention or sex or whatever, or want to break up with you from, but so what? You reclaimed you reclaimed your manhood. You put your foot down. You didn't chop your nuts off for a bitch. You didn't sacrifice something that's very important for someone who is not deserving of it, and that's key. That's a very important lesson to learn. You don't want to do that for someone who's not deserving of it. Instead, it's best if you either don't get involved with something like that, or you don't want to put your foot down to keep the situation from getting out of hand. And sadly, that guy didn't know. He didn't know how to do that. Hopefully, he will learn how to do this. Before he runs up on the wrong person someday, and it ends badly for him, for her, for that person, everyone involved. That's my video. I haven't done a man love video in a good while. I figured before I have to go to work, I just wanted to do this video and share my thoughts on something that happened that I believe require the attention of other men out there, so that they can learn and they can pass that lesson on to others, where they know, well, maybe find themselves in a situation where they may be trying to stick up for an insufferable woman, who lets her feelings get in the way of logic and reason, and also it clouds his judgment, making things a whole lot more worse. Well, that's my video. Please share your thoughts. Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree? Do you disagree with me using the term bitch? What do you guys think? Please leave a comment in the comment section. If you want to donate to the channel, go to the homepage, look for the Give Up That Cheese button, and make a donation to my PayPal account. Help fund projects for this channel and keep things going. You grab some complaints, send me a PM, see what I can do to address them. That's my video. Another man love video. Check your bitch. I'm Edward Jones. Thanks for watching.